introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Chicago Bears. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Joe Mixon.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mixon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30.
That's good.
It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 46 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Newton. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Second and 6 from the 10.
They run. This is Cohen. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Third and 2, Newton. That's complete right around the 8. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
2 yards.
Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4.
Well, give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play. But it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it. And 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Joe Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. To throw, it's Allen. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Two-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bears take over.
38-yard line.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Looking, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears will extend their lead. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the run, it's Mixon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On play action, Allen going deep for Diggs. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Number 14.
Stephon Diggs,
Touchdown.
39 yards. And the Bills draw a bit closer. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Out of the gun, Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
10 at the 47-yard line.
10-7 our score after one, right here on EA Sports.
Bears 10, Bills 7.
Now Newton on first down. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught by Cohen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, it's Newton. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. 7 yards to pick up there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
From the gun, here's Newton. Ebron caught left side. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Cohen. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Off play action, Newton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Eric Ebron, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Bills.
Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Allen off the play fake. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Allen. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long? From the gun, it's Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Cam goes out wide quickly. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
This is Cohen. And the Bears are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
That's out to the left and complete. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
It's now 4th and goal.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They snap it to Newton. And that is going to be incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time's not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here, don't end up in the end zone, ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
On play action, Allen going deep for Diggs. And got his man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 82 yards. And the Bills have cut it to within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, Pakistan.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. first down. Newton rolling to his right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Newton going to let one fly for Robinson. And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Is good. Makes the score Bears 24, Bills 14. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Right here.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
27.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. 49's the mic.
Now it's Newton. And Robinson with a big catch. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Bears will add on to their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener that makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Allen. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9. Brings up.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
First down, Buffalo.
Let's go, defense is good.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Eddie Goldman with a sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
45 Push him back.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. To the air, Allen. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here.
A 39-yard attempt.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
This is Mixon. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
He's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Mixon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
Well, you got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
So the shotgun snap to Allen.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off down near the 5. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30, the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bills 14. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Complete to
Stephon Diggs.
Touchdown,
His
Buffalo.
3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Bills cut into that lead. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here.
58's the money. 58's the money. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now Allen. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
22. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he's into the clear. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears will extend their lead. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. And I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your grease board, right?
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 75 yards. And the Bills get a bit closer. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here.
Motion, motion. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Alert, alert, alert. You remember me? You remember me?
To throw, it's Allen. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Bills 30. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Cohen now to return. And he returns this to the 22.
Cohen on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Four receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Levi Wallace with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So after the INT, it's Allen. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Complete.
A good pick up there, 26 yards.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Here we go. Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Check the out. Check the out. Check the out.
Again, it's Cohen. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen. 98 yards as the Bears push further out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The extra point up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said is they went back.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39.